Hi, thank you for joining me for yoga today. This is a standing practice. Arms are completely optional. We'll be on our feet the entire time. I decided this would be a good one to do because I'm always coming across times when I'm unable to practice yoga because I can't use my arms, whether it's from a surgery or an injury. I had frozen shoulder. I have a minor hand injury right now. So that being said, if you are practicing this because you have a medical reason, you should have clearance before you exercise. It's also a great practice if you're somewhere where you don't want to be down on the ground. So we will be doing some dynamic movements and really building some heat and fire within our bodies. A lot of balancing that helps really pull you into the moment and away from the outside world. So let's get started standing at the top of our mat in mountain pose. So feet should be about hip width apart. Legs are engaged, pulling your kneecap up your thigh slightly. Arms resting naturally at your side, palms facing forward. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Really feel the mat beneath your feet. Take the time to just ground in the moment here. Maybe even closing your eyes. Notice your breath. Not trying to change your breath, just notice where you are. Breathing heavy, shallow. Feel your breath through your nostrils and in the back of your throat. Just taking this moment to come into your body and letting go of anything outside that can just wait. This time is for you. This practice is yours. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And let's do a couple cat-cow warm-ups, standing cat-cow. So normally in traditional practice, you would be on your hands and knees. This one will just have some slight movements of the spine. So on the inhale, we're going to arch the back slightly and look up. And when we exhale, we're going to round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, and look down. So imagine on the inhale, if your hips and ribs are opening, and on the exhale, rounding that spine and closing those hips and ribs closer together. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Come into a neutral spine. Let's get warmed up with a chair pose. So let's sink your weight back into your heels, bending the knees, dropping the hips. And if you are using your arms, they rise next to your ears. If you're not using your arms today, hands can be at your heart or on your hips, and that goes for the rest of the practice. If you're not using your hands at all, just keep them here at your heart or on your hips. Otherwise, you can follow me. Just breathe into this pose, lighten a fire in your legs. Good. Inhale, rise to standing upward salute. And exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Good. Let's hold here for our first forward fold. Letting your head hang heavy, maybe shaking your head yes and no. Just noticing
how your legs are feeling here. Maybe bend one knee at a time. And on an inhale, we'll rise to standing. And exhale, sink back to chair. We'll do that with the breath. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale, press through the heels, upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, push up to standing. And exhale, forward fold. Let's hold here once again. Breathe. Come back to your breath. On an inhale, look up halfway. And exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat into a high lunge. Making sure your knee's over your heel here. Raising your arms if you wish. Hold here. Breathe. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, drop your knee into low lunge. Inhale, push through that front leg again, rise. And exhale, back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise once again. Hold, breathe. And then we're going to shift our weight forward into that right leg and hover the left leg as we come up into our first balancing pose. Breathe into this posture. Maybe find a drishti point to help your balance. Take an inhale and exhale, lower back to standing. Let's reset in mountain pose. Come back to your breath. Your breath is probably a little faster now. Maybe consciously slow it down just for this moment. On your next inhale, rise, upward salute. And exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And on the exhale, this time the right foot comes back into high lunge. And hold here. Feel the strength of your body supporting you. Breathe. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, drop your right knee to the floor. Inhale, rise once again, high lunge. And exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. And one more time. Rise, high lunge, hold here and breathe. Feel the fire igniting in your legs. And then we're going to shift the weight to the left foot and hover the right foot up as we come up to our one-legged posture. Breathe and hold. Good. Lower back to standing. And come back to mountain pose. Starting to feel that energy flow through our body, warming up Take a moment to come back to your breath. We'll do that sequence again and add a dynamic movement at the end of it. Inhale and exhale, sink back to chair. Push through the hips, rise as you inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, left leg comes back into high lunge. Inhale, exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, push up. Exhale, drop the knee. One more time. Inhale, push up. This time we're going to push off the back foot, come onto the right foot, hover your knee, and then we're going to turn this into a dynamic standing lunge crunch. So take an inhale, exhale, we're going to go back to our high lunge. On the inhale, we're going to pull that back knee back up and using your abdominals, slowly, strongly crunch all together. Inhale, back to high lunge. Exhale, pull it all in. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Crunch. Hold it here, keeping your abs engaged. Breathe and exhale. Back to standing. Beautiful. Really building that fire. Come back to your breath. We'll take it on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale, rise. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, right leg comes back to high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knee, low lunge. Inhale, back to high lunge. Exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, high lunge, hold here. Push off the back foot. Come onto your right or your left foot. Hold. Take an inhale. Exhale. And bring that foot back to lunge. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, pull that knee up. Tuck it all in. Use your abs. Inhale. And exhale once again. Pull it all in. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, crunch it in. One more time. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, hold this here. Keep your abs engaged. Breathe. And release back to standing. Take it back to mountain. This is our resting pose. Take a moment to ground through your feet. Come back to your body, back to your breath. Let's take an inhale and exhale to forward fold and hold here for a few breaths. Noticing how your legs feel at this time compared to when we started. Let your upper body relax into the pose. Inhale, exhale, maybe see if you can fold a little deeper. Just breathe. Good. On an inhale, come back to standing upward salute. And exhale, sit back to chair. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. This time the left leg is going to come back into our warrior one position. Go ahead and take a minute to find your warrior one. Arms are up strong, but shoulders away from the ears. Or maybe your hands are at heart. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward into our humble warrior. Inhale back to warrior one. And exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Let's exhale into warrior two. And hold for a few breaths. Engaging both of your legs. Feeling like you're pushing the mat out away from you on both sides. On your next inhale, straighten the front leg and bring the arms up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, rise, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the leg back out. Shift forward and let's take it into triangle. Opening up the chest, not caving forward. Breathe here. And then let's take some movement here and work your obliques. To do that, we're going to raise up just slightly and lower down. Again, raise your body up and lower. Really engaging your core. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's come back up to warrior two. We're going to rotate the back foot, toes to face forward into high lunge. And then come on up, put the weight in the right foot, hover your left foot, and we're going to shift back to warrior three. Hinging here like a lever, keeping the back leg nice and straight until your whole body is parallel with the mat, from your fingertips through your spine and out that left leg. Notice all of the work your right leg is doing to keep you steady here. Find a drishti point on the floor to help your balance. Breathe. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to hinge your lever back up to standing. Good. Take a moment, come back to your breath. In mountain pose. And we'll take that on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale, rise again. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, right leg comes back into our warrior one on the other side. Take a moment to find your warrior. Good. Inhale here and exhale, bow forward to humble warrior. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Inhale, back, warrior one. And exhale into warrior two. Hold here, breathe. Feel the strength of both of your legs engaged. On your next inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms up. And exhale, bend the knee back to warrior two. Inhale, rise, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. And then let's straighten the front knee and take our triangle pose, shifting the hips slightly and then tilting into our triangle, making sure your chest is open, maybe looking up at the ceiling. And then we'll take our dynamic oblique lifts here. So gently raise your body using that core and lower. Raise up and lower. Raise up, really using that right oblique. Lower. One more time, raise up and lower. Take it back to warrior two. And then rotate your right toes to face forward into high lunge. And then we'll shift the weight to the left foot, bringing the right foot up to hover. And then we will hinge like a lever into our warrior three. If you fall out, just come right back. Bringing your body into a nice strong T shape here. Find your drishti, point of focus. Breathe into this pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hinge back to standing and find your mountain pose. Take a moment here in mountain to just notice how your body feels now. Feeling warmer than when we started. Maybe breathing heavier. Just feeling the energy coursing through your body. Take a moment to just slow down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take our left foot back behind us, maybe 3 or 4 feet. Straighten your front leg, and we'll come into our pyramid pose. Both legs nice and straight, spine nice and long. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward, keeping a nice long spine. Maybe dropping the hands down. If your hands are at prayer, the balancing may be a bit trickier here for you. You can always widen your stance to give you a nice strong base. Feel the stretch in the back of your right leg as you breathe. As you inhale, imagine the oxygen coming into any tension you're feeling in your muscles. And as you exhale, let those muscles soften, maybe folding a bit deeper into your pyramid pose. Giving your leg just a little bit of time to let go here. Let go of the tension that we've built with our practice. Good. And let's turn both of your toes to the left side of the mat to come into a wide-legged forward fold here. Again, keeping a nice long spine, hinging at the hips, and folding. Hands can be on the floor, at your heart, on your hips. And again, just breathe into any tension you feel here. Your legs have been working really hard. Give them time to release. Every inhale, imagine the oxygen going right to where you feel that tension. And as you exhale, imagine the muscles letting go, softening, letting you fall a little deeper into your stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Bend your knees slightly and come back up to standing as we turn our toes to the back of the mat now to come into our pyramid on the other side. So both of your toes facing forward or facing back, I guess. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Bring your rib cage closer to your thigh. Inhale, exhale, fold a little deeper. And as you continue to breathe in your pyramid pose, again, imagine each inhale bringing oxygen to the tension in your leg. And each exhale, let those muscles soften and let go. Inhale, exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Good. Once again, turn your toes toward the left side of your mat into one more wide-legged forward fold. Maybe see if your body will let you come deeper into this posture. Let's take about 3 more breaths here. Letting your head be heavy. Really letting go. Good. Bend your knees slightly, come back to standing. Let's take our Malasana pose. Come back to the front of your mat. Heel toe your feet out just about mat width apart. Toes facing slightly outwards. I like my toes to kind of hang off the mat a little bit. Take an inhale, hands to heart. And as you exhale, bend the knees and sink all the way down. Maybe some movements here to help you really sink into this pose, letting your pelvis drop. Using your elbows to gently push on your knees to really stretch into your inner legs. Keeping the spine long. And just breathe here. Really letting go. Thanking your body for all the hard work it did on the mat today. Take one more nice deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Let's come back to standing, slowly bringing your heel-toeing your feet back together and slowly rolling up. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and just think about all the great things you did for your body today. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and you can carry this energy and fire that you built throughout the rest of your day. Thank you. Namaste.